what's going on everyone? Choco here and welcome back to some more How to Minecraft Season 6. And it's kind of a weird one. It's really crazy what happened here. Now granted, I don't really know if the timing is particularly great, but I think we might be on the cusp of something interesting. At least I'll give it my best try because I would love to have seen like the series continue onward, and I want to give it my best go here and see if I can accomplish anything here today. I'm going to be no-lifing the ever-living snot out of the server for a moment here and seeing if maybe I can entice some of the players from How to Minecraft to come back and see what is on offer for this wonderful world that we had ahead of us. Now, a couple of things, and you might be like, okay, Choco, what do you mean? What happened? I have op. And not just like the baby op. I have full op. Now, this is going to come with some rules that I'm going to set for myself. I'm not going to use this for my own benefit. So before people are like, quickly, Choco, give yourself like infinite keys and roll. It's not that kind of thing. This is specifically so I'm going to go ahead and try to make content for the server. Now you might be like, okay, so what does that mean? What are you going to do? Like make like a PvP arena? Like people have done this. I'm going to try to make fun little things that people can do, some that require everyone to be around, others not so much, and hopefully it'll call for a fun time. Of course, we'll see how it ends up playing out, but I really do hope that we can accomplish something, or at least with this, I will have a chance to at least say that I tried and be able to tell you that straight to your face, and you know that yes, Choco did in fact try, regardless of what the necessary result will be. So let me go ahead first off, and I'm going to store all my stuff to make sure that I don't accidentally give myself something or dupe something or something goofy here. And let me also make sure that my armor is off me, so that's not going to mess anything up here. Cool. Looks good. All right. Well, let me go ahead and let's get going here. So first order of business, we need to clear out an area for ourselves, and we're going to have to set up an entire zone where we can go ahead and make some kind of like weird little mini game-esque doodads. And to that end, I want to make sure that it's nowhere near any part of civilization, but not something that necessarily gets in the way by it existing. This is specifically meaning like I would like to avoid, if at all possible, having it in a place where it's going to impact someone else's base on the off chance that people do come back in droves and such and so forth. In addition to this, I also want to make sure that it's someplace where it's not going to lag into oblivion. Although, admittedly, if we're not building it near players, I would be very shocked if this ever came into play. So, I'm going to first start off, and I'm going to do this. And what we're going to do is, I'm actually going to make this video in such a way where we're going to make. I'm going to go for at least 3 different activities. I know that's a little bit ambitious, but we're going to go for 3 different activities which we can share with the people of the server. And then with these 3 different activities, hopefully what that would mean is that we'll have 3 very like different and kind of cool things. So we're gonna be working with stream while I'm doing this. This will be a long bit of work here, but hopefully pretty cool. And then in addition to that, as soon as I'm done with each one, I'll update you guys. And if anything interesting happens, of course, I'll make sure that I record that as well. But look forward to it, and it should be coming up right about now. Okay, so I was originally just going to be like, all right, let's get something really simple done, and that's kind of what we ended up doing. It's really rough around the edges, but I want to make sure that we give ourselves an opportunity to test everything before we actually full commit to doing a significant amount of work on it, because if people are just like, it's not really our jam, and they don't want to try it, which is very possible, I don't really want to spend a tremendous amount of time for something that no one will do or play with or whatever. So I want to just kind of be, hopefully, a starting point for people on the server. And obviously this wouldn't take place at the big events, but this would be something that you can do in your own time and something to kind of change the pace, because I know that it kind of gets a little bit old doing the same thing over and over. So without further ado, this is what we got. Now again, it's really simple, right? Like it's not something that's like gonna be like really crazy and like amazing and people are like crying tears of joy like, yes, this is what we've wanted. Like it's not going to be that, but what this should hopefully be is the beginnings of something pretty cool. It kind of puts out some ideas out here that I think are pretty fun. So let's go from what I think is like the least to the most interesting kind of things. So starting off with in here, we have a very, very simple parkour. If you have ninja or springs, this should be made even easier. Actually, ninja might kind of mess you up, but if you have like swiftness and if you have jump boost from springs and stuff, this should be a fairly straightforward one. These are all doable with just vanilla, like no enchants. I'm really botching it because I'm terrible at parkour, but you get the idea. And this goes on for like a good solid while. I haven't really, I guess I should probably make like, you know, a platform every now and again that lets you kind of just resume what you were up to. So let me see here. We'll throw in like maybe one like over here. And then we'll throw another one up here. And then that way, if people fall, they can resume. Because this isn't meant to be like the most mind-blowing of parkour. This is meant to be more of like a, hey, if you would like to go ahead and try it out, you're more than welcome to. And then on top of here, we have ourselves a little elytra course thing. So you initially would need an elytra. You would zoom through here. The first actual test is whether or not you can make this particular jump, which is surprisingly more difficult than it sounds. But then you just kind of zoom through. Just imagine I'm on an elytra and you just zoom through and all this stuff. Now the trick is whether or not you can get all through every single ring on one go without rockets. This is doable without rockets, so you should be able to make it. It's just quite difficult, especially these ones I just went through. These ones are pretty difficult because you typically hit the top of that and that ruins you. But it is theoretically possible to make all of these pretty well and dandily, and then all the way down to the bottom. So the question is whether or not it's a question of speed as well as completion. But again, a general idea and maybe a blueprint for something going forward, for maybe some fun things you can do in vanilla that you could share with your friends. Over here we have what I'm calling the Ender Pearl golf course thing, this is a par 9 as I called it. So the idea behind this is to go ahead and take an Ender Pearl, and then you just kind of keep on keeping on, and you have different options and stuff, but the idea is to get all the way up there to where the purple bricks are. So just go ahead and keep on going and hopefully not get an endermite. Let's go for that one. All right, and then we just keep on keeping on. That was a fail. And then if you do fall, you get penalized with this. I think that's only fair. It also makes it very clear whenever you make an out of bounds throw. I thought it was kind of like a fun little thing to add, so hopefully everyone feels that way as well. I made a mistake. Okay, cool. That was like actually perfect. But anyway, so you just keep on keeping on, and again, you just kind of picking and choosing like where you want to eat yourself. I'm just gonna pretend that I made that. And then eventually you get all the way up to here, and then, well, actually I don't feel confident I can make that throw. And so something like that, and then you just eat yourself over to okay, yeet yourself over to the platform, and then voila, you're done. For all these things, by the way, hopefully I can persuade some admins to help me out with some command blockage, probably Coder, and just poke them and be like, hey, what do you think about doing this? So we can maybe make it so it's like it's timed or whatever else. But for this one, you can tell like how many ender pearls you've used and stuff like that. You can bring your stuff from, we have like the enderman farms and stuff, so we have plenty of ender pearls to do this in vanilla. But again, another fun little thing that we can do, that this is like all vanilla, right? And that's kind of the whole point, is that making your own sort of fun. So maybe some kind of like fun little things that we can do with that. And last but not least, I don't know why these turtles are here, but last but not least is this. Now, we made this maze a long time ago. Some of y'all might actually even recognize it. But what I would like to do is maybe make it so it's like a time thing. You go in here and you try to find it out. And the fun part about this maze is that it's a 2-layer maze, right? So you can see right here, I hit a dead end. If I go this way, I hit, oh, spoiler alert, this is a dead end up here, right? Wait, is it not? Okay, just kidding. It's not a dead end over here. Lol, I thought it was a dead end. Maybe it's this one that's a dead end? Oh, yeah, this is the dead end. Okay, so this is the dead end right here. But basically, you have a whole bunch of these dead ends on the first floor. You can't just solve it by going on the first floor. You have to go up and down. So it's a really, like, it's weird. And I didn't want to do one that's, like, super duper, like, crazy complicated. But I did want to choose one that was going to be a little bit tricky for people to figure out on the first go. So something kind of fun. And hopefully, there'll be a reward for doing so. But this should hopefully also mean that you pop out over here, you know, after everything is said and done, and just be able to go claim hopefully some kind of reward. If nothing else, I will just have it so people can go ahead and request a reward from me or whatever the case may be. But anyways, so that's what we got going on. I don't know what I'm just gonna call this minigame island for right now, because this is like really just like a bunch of really like silly fun games put together, and we'll see what people think about it. If people are interested, if people are not, either which way, I think this could be something that at least is useful or helpful to try to get people to be interested in the server again, to bring some kind of newfound life into the server, because I know a lot of people have been kind of worried that it's getting a little bit stale and stuff like that. I personally really enjoy vanilla Minecraft, so I'm kind of not of that opinion, but I understand that not everyone wants to sit there and be like, I want to sit there, slam my head into my keyboard for the next 24 hours as I try to figure out a farm. I get that, totally fine. But we'll see. And of course, from my side of things, we'll see how things are going. If, of course, everyone signs off from the server, which I hope isn't the case, but you never know. It could definitely be that way, depending upon what people say or feel like. Then no hard feelings, that's okay. And we had a good time. We had a good run with the whole thing as it was for right now. And yeah, I think that this overall should be pretty cool. So for H6M stuff, I've heard rumblings that because all these other people are like, I don't know if I really want to do X, Y, or Z, and I understand. I'm going to go ahead and put all of our projects on the server on hold in terms of our like actual vanilla, like I don't know why I said vanilla, but like the single play. Oh, okay. But in terms of like our progression stuff, I'm going to put a freeze on all of that just for a little bit so I can work on some things that hopefully can bring some interest back into the server. And if the server is toast, then, I mean, what are you going to do? I was originally going to post a video asking you all about how would you feel if I did some other kinds of stuff and other kinds of series. I'm gonna put a pin on that for right now, because I feel like this, even if it's like the slightest sliver of hope, I do hope that maybe H6M isn't quite ready to kick the bucket yet. I still feel like it's a pretty young server, all things said and done. I get that we're probably not gonna pull like a 700 episode off this thing, but like I feel like we could probably push this a little bit further, but we'll see how that ends up playing out. But yeah, let me know if there's something that you would like to request to see on the channel. That's all cool. Let me know down in the comments below. And other than that, yeah, that's the current game plans. Today, we made a minigame island. Tomorrow, I don't know. I honestly don't have any clue about what will happen for the next episode of H6M. You'll still see KwehCraft popping up on here at least once every other day. I do think I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit, so we're going to be doing other things as well and spacing the videos out a little bit differently. But for right now, I would imagine that KwehCraft will be maybe not every other day necessarily, depends on how I do the spacing of it, but hopefully you'll see KwehCrafts popping in as a pretty regular thing, because I'm having a lot of fun with that mod pack. And hopefully H6M will be in there, but I don't know. I don't know if H6M will be in the rotation or not, but you should be seeing that. There might be some other videos coming on different channels. I know I would like to do an Outer Worlds, I think it's called, playthrough on the Let's Play channel, and we're gonna just see how it goes, because I don't know. But I would like to go ahead and kind of take a look at that. So anyways, that is it. Thank you all very much for watching. And as always, and most importantly, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful, safe day. And until next time. Oh, wait. Don't forget to like if you like and stuff. Also, be sure to let me know. So recently I got the green light. The reason why we did this today and why I was in creative and everything was I got the green light to basically be like, if it's for aesthetics, it's for all this other stuff, I don't have to worry about the timer. So I could theoretically, I don't know why, but if you'd like to, I could, in theory, continue H6M just kind of by myself, plus whoever fancies like signing on to the server. Possible. So let me know if that interests you. Subscribe to the channel if you would like notifications on. Then if you would like to be notified, turn your notification bell on. And yeah, anyways, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful, safe day. Until next time, ciao for now.